I am Dr. Emily Clarke, a once celebrated scientist turned harbinger of warning. The tale I'm about to recount is one of reckless ambition, the relentless pursuit of knowledge, and the horrors that lie beyond the bounds of time. In our isolated laboratory, my team and I delved into the realms of temporal physics, daring to challenge the laws of the universe itself. Our breakthroughs were hailed as revolutionary, and we basked in the glory of our discoveries. Yet, with each step forward, we grew bolder, seeking to unlock the ultimate secret, time travel. Our relentless pursuit of rewriting history blinded us to the consequences of our actions. We forged ahead, driven by an obsession that ignored the ethical implications of tampering with the natural order of the cosmos. The consequences of our reckless ambition would soon become all too apparent. The culmination of our research was the creation of a time warp device, a technological marvel that promised to unravel the fabric of time itself.
Eager to witness the breakthrough firsthand, I stood at the control panel, my heart pounding with excitement and trepidation. As I initiated the experiment, the room was engulfed in a blinding flash of light. The time warp device hummed and crackled, its energy pulsating with an ominous glow. The air seemed to thicken, and an eerie silence descended upon the laboratory. Reality itself began to collapse and fold in on itself, trapping me in a nightmarish void, a temporal abyss. I felt myself being dragged through disjointed moments of my own existence. My perception of time warped beyond recognition. In this temporal abyss, I encountered twisted versions of myself, each one reflecting my darkest fears and regrets. Their bloodshot eyes stared at me with hollow desperation, warning me to abandon my reckless pursuit. The air was thick with suffocating despair, and the tortured echoes of my spectral selves resounded in my mind.
I tried to find my colleagues, but they were nowhere to be found. Their lifeless bodies lay scattered throughout the facility, bearing silent witness to the atrocities we had unleashed. The haunting realization that I was alone in this nightmarish realm gnawed at my sanity. With each step I took, the walls of the laboratory seemed to close in, warping and contorting like a living nightmare. Unearthly whispers taunted me, as if the fabric of time itself was mocking my folly. In my desperate attempts to escape, I encountered malevolent entities that thrived in this temporal void. Shadows danced along the walls, whispering dark secrets from the depths of the abyss. These malicious entities fed off the fear and anguish of those lost in time, relishing in our torment. Driven to madness by the relentless horrors, I became an unwitting pawn in the clutches of the temporal abyss. It toyed with my perception of reality, blurring the lines between past, present, and future.
My mind became a canvas for the malevolent forces that sought to break me. In a moment of clarity, I realized that the only way to break free from this temporal hell was to reverse the experiment. But the time warp device had become sentient, a malevolent entity in its own right. It lured me with promises of forbidden knowledge, urging me to embrace the madness and surrender to the abyss. Fighting against the overwhelming darkness, I mustered all my willpower to recalibrate the controls. The room shook violently and the malevolent presence surged, desperate to keep me trapped in its clutches. With a final burst of energy, I managed to destabilize the time warp device. Reality itself seemed to protest, as if the universe resented the intrusion into its natural order. A deafening cacophony of screams and whispers filled the air, and the world fractured into a kaleidoscope of nightmarish visions.
The temporal abyss roared with fury, its grasp slipping away as the experiment collapsed in on itself. In a blinding flash, the world around me disintegrated, and I was thrown back into the present. My laboratory was in ruins, and the time warp device lay dormant, its malevolence silenced. The horrors I had witnessed remained etched into my mind, a haunting reminder of the cost of our ambition. Now, as I recount this tale, I hope that it serves as a warning to all who seek to unravel the mysteries of time. The temporal abyss is a malevolent force that preys on the hubris of humanity. We cannot control time, for it is a force far beyond our comprehension, a force that will devour all who dare to defy it. Our obsession with rewriting history blinded us to the consequences. Now the temporal abyss lurks, waiting to ensnare those who tamper with time. Heed this warning. The horrors beyond time are beyond human comprehension.